How about that? There are 53 heritage champions who have their pictures on the wall at Harbortown, and there's one Caddie. That's not bad, Reagan Cink.
No, this is special. I had no idea they were making a print for me, and I'm honored. This is really a special moment for me.
You were such a big part of last year's win, though. I mean, you were right there. You managed to stay in the camera shot often. Smart play by you.
Strategic placement.
Yeah, very nice. Good product placement. The best advice you may have given your dad the whole week, though, was on the very first hole of the very first day. I mean, he yanks one into the water on 10. What was the conversation like right after that?
You're gonna have bad shots all week. It's gonna happen to everybody. We got ours out now. Let's just keep going. Kind of that shock feeling. Just get used to it. It happens to everybody.
And then you shot 63. Hello.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it went pretty well.
How did you keep him focused? I mean, it's so easy with all that's going along, and you guys were ahead all week, to stay within yourself. How did you help with that?
It's all about keeping it light. I know him well enough to know when he is overthinking things or getting a little stressed. So, after we hit the shot, we plan the shot, he hits the shot, and then before we get to the next one, it's talk about sports, talk about food, whatever you want to do to just get your mind off of it.
You've been coming to this tournament, I would imagine, for a lot of years?
Absolutely. I've probably been to this tournament at least 15 times in my life. It was always a family trip down to Hilton Head every year.
And I always remember your dad riding the bike from wherever it is you rented, riding the bike to work. And you guys probably went to the beach instead, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we rode the bike. Watched some golf here and there, but Hilton Head's got a little more to offer than just golf. So,
how well did you know the course actually before you actually had to start turning the pages and keep a track?
I knew the holes pretty well, but it's different when you get out there. I could tell you every hole, par 3, 4, 5, but it's the slopes and all the intricacies you learn getting out here caddying. So it was a new page to open.
And with winning the tournament, you kept your job, and you decided to keep it through this year. All the talk last year was, well, this is kind of a one-off, the end of the year, you'll go work for Delta and all that. You're going to stay with it this year?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, it was supposed to be a one-off, and things just kept going our way. So, don't quit while you're ahead, I guess, right?
Harder to caddy for your dad, or rather than someone else, or easier when it comes to job security?
Well, I don't think my dad would fire me mid-round, so I'd say easier. But, it has its ups and downs. We know each other a little bit too well. We can push each other's buttons sometimes, but it's overall a pretty good gig.
Yeah. You guys seem to be having just a terrific time that whole week last year. I mean, there was a lot of joking going back and forth with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with us. This week was obviously special, but we have a great time every week. Yeah. We're best friends with each other. Like I said earlier, when we hit our shots, we walk into the ball, we just hang out, tell dumb jokes, talk about what we're going to eat for dinner. We just hang out. It's fun every time we get out here.
How fun was Augusta last week?
It's the best. The weather was pretty intense, but it's about the best it gets in the whole world.
The hole-in-one?
I'll never forget it. I will never forget it.
Did you call? You gave him the right number, obviously, and
something like that.
I mean, was that from you, or he's obviously played it enough times? Did he know what he was?
Yeah, I mean, it was the normal routine. We got the number, and that one was a good yardage. It screamed out. It's a perfect 8-iron, and kind of with the slope, you know where to aim it, and there really wasn't much discussion on that one. It was about as straightforward as it gets, and he flushed it.
I was going to say, he flushed it. Did you know? When did you think, hey, this has got a chance?
Honestly, I didn't really think, well, okay, I knew it had a chance, but as soon as you think, hey, this might be the one, that's when it doesn't go in. But I saw it hit right in the perfect spot, and it could be the one, but in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to give them a scare. They're going to get teased a little bit, and then when they keep growing, and then it finally dropped. I really was in disbelief until it finally disappeared.
That's great stuff. Better digs this year? You guys got a better place to stay? Did he up the ante a little bit, or are you just in the back of somebody's bedroom someplace?
We keep it the same. We get a house every year, and
Is it always the same one?
No, it's not. But okay. Around here with the style, a lot of them are pretty similar. We actually walked into our house that we're staying in this year, and I was like, "Hey, have we stayed here before?" And they're like, "No, that's just they all look pretty similar." So you don't want to change it too much. If you treat yourself too much, that's when you get a little ahead of yourself.
All right. Well, thanks for the great show last year. Thanks for the great show today. What'd you think of the cannon shot?
Honestly, I've been prepped so much that it's so loud. It was less loud than I expected. I might be the first person to ever say that.
You might be. Thanks so much. We appreciate the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Reagan Cink. We're going to be back with a whole lot more heritage coverage all week long. If you missed any of this, we'll be back in 90 minutes.